that I think the Palestinians have to form some government, some identity for their own first, because there are so many different opinions inside the peoples of Palestine. It's the difference between the Gaza Strip and the area here, and I think they have to speak in one voice, and this voice will speak for all, and not for some kind of group. And about be a part of the United States, I think it's going back to the colonies, and I'd rather be a part of the Middle East and not some far country. And I would like to see some countries in the Middle East unite, and we can see the beginning of it. And I think we more alike to the countries here in the Middle East than to the people of the United States. But I hope we're gonna see it soon, but I don't know if it's really gonna happen soon, because it's a long way to that, and you have to get rid of all the hatred in some groups, and if it's religious, if it's both sides have men been killed, and you have to move on someday. I don't know if it's gonna happen in 5 years. Maybe it's gonna take more time.
Do you see something like a people's movement within the Israeli youth? Is there something going on to achieve, like citizen media kind of things, which write other things than traditional media is spreading out? Are there any kind of movements where you see they are strong? Or
I see that everyone is tired from these matters and from these fears we have. So maybe it's gonna bring something new, that we will all just get tired from keep on this war. But I think there is a wind of change somewhere.
How would you describe this wind of change?
I don't know, optimism. But also there's a lot of groups, different groups, as you said, in some other places. If you get to some other students, they will tell you something different. And I think it's the way it should be. We can think all the same things. And because of that we have our government that we trust, that we support in some ways. In some cases we support it more, in some cases we support it less. But this is a democracy, and it's not a case to compare to Egypt or some other countries that it wasn't a democracy. Because in serious cases the people are standing behind the government.
So you trust your government?
Yes, I think yes. I trust the people who choose this government, that it is the voice of the
Israeli people.
Yes. Some groups maybe not, but this is the world we live in, and we can't choose, and we can't make all the wishes of some kind of groups. So we have to sacrifice some ideas, some maybe lives in some cases. But I think it's serving a big idea, and the idea of democracy is what is important in this country. And my feeling is that we have to wait for the other countries in the area to get there.
That's a very interesting point, what you're saying. If I got you right, is you are saying that if maybe the countries around become more democratic, you think it would be easier for Israel to achieve peace with them?
I think yes, of course. Because you said before that you want to hear the people and not the government. And what is democracy? It is the people. It should be. And I think Israel is a bit closer to that than other countries in the area. And maybe it's gonna be easier to achieve peace in that way of solving some conflicts with compromising. And
let's take Egypt as an example. I mean, Israel has a peace agreement with Egypt. That's an open question now.
It's an open question, yes.
What do you expect now?
I expect peace, of course. I expect it to be continued. Because I think Egypt will lose more, but getting in a war state with Israel than to keep the peace.
Imagine, I think they will agree to this peace agreement. Don't you think they would come up, since Mubarak was kind of close with the Israeli government? Could you expect there any changes?
Can you repeat the question?
The question actually is that Mubarak was, as far as I understood it so far, pretty close with Israel.
Yes.
There were.
I think the revolution in Israel is because of the state of inner concern.
In Egypt, you're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
It
Just
was
that Israel.
I'm sorry. It was about the inner state in the domestic certains in Egypt. I hope the Egyptians don't want to get to war. I don't think some citizens want to get to war, and I hope it will stay that way. The close relations with Egypt.
We'll see. Thanks a lot.